the penitentiary quick. Can't no motherfucker ever say that shit about me, and I done 15 and a half years in the penitentiary. I went hard. I ain't never fucked with damn motherfucking man in the penitentiary. There's one thing about me, man. I was one of them type of motherfuckers that called one of my homeboys on the street and asked for $200-300. And then I tell them some gaffer to come pull up, and then they be like, what the fuck? I was buying pussy in the penitentiary. If a bitch came in the penitentiary and she could be 200 pounds, she could be ugly, she could be whatever, but she was a female and I was trying to buy that pussy. It was a lot of times I got rolled up for buying pussy for inappropriate sexual conduct with a motherfucking staff member. You know what I mean? Because some of them females, I learned a lot of things in the penitentiary. Some of them females that came in the penitentiary, they were feeling lonely. And some of them motherfuckers came in the penitentiary to sell pussy. When I was locked up in the penitentiary in Northwest in Memphis, man, them Memphis hoes used to come up in that motherfucker and they sold pussy, man. Every female that worked in a penitentiary in West Tennessee, them bitches was selling pussy. Their job, when they came through that door, they wasn't looking for no nigga. They wasn't trying to bring no sack. They were coming in there and they would find the dope man in the penitentiary and tell him, man, you can get this pussy for $200. Because they knew one thing for sure, that nigga going, man, there was some bitches that came in the penitentiary with rubbers, man. With robbers. Man, there was female guards that used to walk around and they charge you $100 for the rubber and $200 for the pussy. Nigga, I was quick to get on that motherfucking phone and tell the motherfucker, cash out that bitch that money. Cash out that bitch that money. I remember one day, one of my homeboys, I said this big old girl. She about 300 pounds, looked like goddamn it a Samoan, but she was a guard. I sent that bitch out with a Nashville, and I told my homeboy, give her $300, man. Give her $300. And my homeboy, when I talked to him on the phone, he said, man, cuz I know you ain't fucking that bitch. I said, nigga, I'm serving a life sentence. Ain't you glad I'm calling you, telling you give me $300 to buy some pussy, than a nigga calling you talking about I'm fucking with a man? That nigga said, cuz, call me anytime you need some money. That nigga said, I had a homeboy before he got locked up and I got out. I could call that nigga once a week and he'd give me $200 for some pussy every week, man. I had a guard that I used to buy her pussy every fucking week. Every week. She was my little secret little lover. I'm talking about she worked third shift and she was so quiet that she didn't speak to damn nigga. But when she popped that door